The Midnight Library. Part 1. The Whispering Door in the quiet little town of Willowbrook. There stood an old ivy-covered building at the end of Lantern Street. Most people thought it was just an abandoned library, locked for decades. But the children of the town had a different story. They whispered about a strange door inside that only appeared at midnight. One chilly autumn night, 10-year-old Emma couldn't sleep. She sat by her window, staring at the moon, when she saw a faint golden glow coming from the direction of Lantern Street. Her heart pounded. She had heard the legends from her grandmother. That light means the Midnight Library is awake. Unable to resist, Emma grabbed her flashlight and tiptoed out. The air smelled of rain, and each step crunched against fallen leaves. When she reached the building, the front door creaked open on its own, as if it had been waiting for her. Inside, dust floated in the glow of an unseen light source. And there it was, at the far end of the hall, a tall, black door with silver carvings. The carvings shimmered as though they were moving, forming words she didn't understand. She reached out, and the moment her fingers touched the handle, a voice whispered in her ear, "Welcome, reader. You've been expected." Part 2. The Living Books. The black door swung open without a sound, revealing a massive library filled with shelves that seemed to stretch into the clouds. The books weren't still, they shifted, wriggled, and turned their own pages. Some whispered quietly to themselves. Others giggled like mischievous children. A tall man in a velvet coat stepped forward. His eyes were the color of storm clouds, and his smile was calm but strange. "I am the keeper of stories," he said. "This is the Midnight Library. Here, every book holds a story that is alive." Emma walked past a shelf and saw a book with her own name on it. The cover shimmered gold. "That," the keeper said softly, "is your story. But you must never open it before the ending is written. If you do, you might change your fate." Her curiosity burned, but she looked away. Instead, she picked up a dusty red book. The moment she opened it, the world spun, and she found herself standing in the middle of a forest at night. Trees leaned toward her like they were listening. A boy appeared beside her. He was pale, with glowing blue eyes. "You shouldn't have come," he whispered. "Once you open a book here, you must finish the story, or it will finish you." Part 3. The Vanishing Path. Emma and the boy whose name was Oliver walked through the forest, searching for a way out. The ground was covered in silver leaves that crunched under their feet, and strange shadows darted between the trees. Oliver explained that he had opened a book years ago and never finished it, which trapped him inside the Midnight Library forever. "The keeper pretends to protect the stories," Oliver said, "but he feeds on them. Every unfinished story gives him more power." They reached a clearing where a stone path began. But as they walked, each stone behind them disappeared into darkness. If they stopped, the path would vanish completely. The air grew colder, and a low humming sound filled the forest. They came to a wooden gate with a sign that read, "Only the brave may pass." Emma took a deep breath, pushed the gate open, and found herself in a massive reading hall, but instead of tables and chairs, the room was filled with floating staircases, leading to shelves high above. At the top was a glowing blue book. Oliver pointed to it. "That's the ending to my story," he said. "If you help me finish it, we both might escape." Part 4. The Last Page. The keeper's voice echoed through the hall. "Not all endings are meant to be written, child." The floating staircases began to move on their own, twisting and turning like snakes. Emma grabbed Oliver's hand, and together they jumped from one staircase to another, dodging sudden drops into endless darkness. They finally reached the glowing blue book. Emma opened its hand. A burst of light flooded the room. Words began to appear on the pages, telling the story of Oliver's escape. The keeper roared, his shadow form stretching across the walls, but the light pushed him back. The library shook, books flew from the shelves, and the black door appeared once more. "Go," Oliver shouted, "before the keeper traps you too." Emma ran through the door, and suddenly she was standing outside the old building, morning sunlight on her face. The library looked abandoned again. No glow, no whispers. She turned to thank Oliver, but he was gone. Only a single silver leaf lay on the ground where she had been standing. That night, Emma checked her own bookshelf and froze. A new book sat there, gold and shimmering, with her name on the cover. It was open. To the very last page,